Welcome to Pick the Push, the only podcast you can win because we are the only podcast that does wrestling predictions like fantasy sports. Today, we continue our scorecard for WWE versus AEW. Raw has won the last 2 weeks, and the score going into this week is AEW 21 to 12. We also have the Royale card for this Sunday's AEW All In. Picks are open right now, and our championship match is our champion Jared Holmes versus our challenger Joey. We go over everything you need to know, so let's get into it.
Pick the push. Call it sharp, call it clean. Pick the push. No half steps, no in between. Pick the push. No luck, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push.
You think it's recording?
I think it might be.
All year, every week, we award 1 point to the show that we like the best between Raw or Dynamite. So far this year, the score is 21 to 12 AEW, but Raw has won the past 2 weeks, and I'm feeling pretty confident this week too, because even though we are going into All In, AEW's like premier pay-per-view, I'm right off the bat still voting for Raw. Raw had a lot of cool things that I enjoyed. The first promo with LA Knight and Solo, I enjoyed. Ray Phoenix versus Dragon Lee was fucking wild. That fucking suicide dive. What the fuck?
Yup.
I'll let you guys talk about some other stuff. But besides that, like the other thing that I'm hyped about from Raw is that we're getting a Lucha Bros finals because Penta beat I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Laparca.
Yeah. That was definitely not a match that Laparca would have won. I do like Laparca, but Penta versus Phoenix, bro. Compared to AEW, there's not a lot of things that stuck out to me. I didn't care about the main event. Moxley versus Cesaro was pretty good at the beginning. I enjoyed that.
That was I thought that was really cool with Claudio using the stomp sleeper and him having like two different types of swings. He did the giant swing with the sleeper, and then he did the big swing after.
I loved the choke swing. Like that was so cool.
I feel very similarly, but I'm trying to figure out why. I just wasn't jazzed about any of the wrestling on AEW historically, except for these past couple of weeks. AEW has better wrestling, and I don't know if this is going to be a turning point where I become a Raw fanboy, and it's going to make me feel weird again, just like this same way I felt like I was becoming an AEW fanboy. But I mean, it just feels like I don't care about any of these matches. They're not even giving me very much. Outside of the Continental Classic, it just feels like all of these matches are just kind of slapped together. And I feel like, once again, it's the opposite of Raw. I'm still completely invested in the tournament to fight the OTC.
It's totally gonna be Penta though, right?
See, I can't think of anything other than Penta. I feel like it is a Penta. The whole point was to give Penta a run for the.
But he's still gonna have a crazy ass match with Phoenix. Like not taking anything away from Phoenix. I feel like Penta's just the more established WWE guy.
It's gotta be, right? They wouldn't. I mean, every other time they've been bringing Lucha into Raw, it's to show them off and get canned, right? How is this any different? Ray Phoenix is great, but he is a AAA guy through and through. He's not even featured in United States at all, basically, right? But Penta's here every week.
I think he shows up more on SmackDown, but Penta, yeah, definitely is. He just lost the Intercontinental Championship. Like Phoenix hasn't had any opportunities like that.
Phoenix currently has the belt in AAA, but yeah.
I like him. I like him a lot, but yeah, it's all Penta. Lucha is like saving Raw. Like that's why I without Lucha these past few weeks, I'm sure I still would have voted Raw, but I don't think it would have been as decisive as a win for me.
Actually, that's surprisingly, I feel like that's really good because not only is this Lucha tournament happening, but Stephanie Vaquer is back too.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
My big issue with this Lucha tournament is what's the point of getting all of these AAA guys to come here if they're just gonna lose to a WWE guy to have a WWE guy versus a WWE guy again? Like,
Yeah.
isn't the whole point to have a AAA guy versus Roman Reigns? So that's like it's the best luchador, like from AAA to go against Roman Reigns at Triple Mania. That's the whole point. So what would be the point of it being Penta versus Roman for the final at Triple Mania after all of that time. Do a whole tournament with all those AAA guys to have them all lose to some WWE guys.
I completely agree. The only thing I can think of though is if they're trying to recapture like the John Cena RVD one night stand thing, because like Roman's going to Penta's house, but I still would expect Roman to kick his ass.
hate that so much, but yeah.
Yes and no. I think it's gonna be end up being Ray.
And then Ray loses to Roman.
Yeah, because why would you do all of that, right? Have Ray be the champion of AAA just to have him lose to his brother, who just lost his championship, his like intercontinental championship, not even like the heavyweight championship.
That is a completely valid argument. My one rebuttal, hear me out, because I do completely agree with you, and that is absolutely how it should be. It's WWE, so they're not going to make their guys look bad. That's the only thing that I have as dispute to it. I don't think they'll do it. I think you're 100% right, but I can see a world where that's the case.
I can't see them doing it because I don't see Undertaker doing that. I really don't.
That's good. I would agree with that too. It makes a lot of sense. Also, I can't imagine they look at the AAA world title as a real world title. I feel like the comparison to WWE for that would be the IC title, so they'd be kind of in the same air. Is how I would expect them to view it. Is that fair? But also, I think you've kind of swayed me already to. I think I would take Phoenix to win that.
That's how I feel like that's just going. Like that's just how that's gonna go. As a heads up, it's a
No, that's
spoiler.
legit.
Like
Actually, no, because Phoenix doesn't have the world title for AAA, right? That's still Dom. Doesn't he have like the mid card one for them?
even worse. I don't know how else to put it. The guy who lost a mid card belt beats the guy who's got the mid card belt to 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 go for the championship. Like I don't. All of that sounds awful.
It's still probably the best Raw's done in a long time though. But yeah,
Yeah.
result
Yeah.
wise,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
And for that reason, I pick Raw.
You're going Raw too. All right.
Double Raws right now.
So as of things that I liked between the two shows, I do think AEW started pretty strong with Moxley Claudio. I think that was pretty great. I don't really care about a lot of the story that they're telling. The MJF promo was gold. It was only like 5 minutes, not enough to sway me. I'm kind of upset Nigel McGuinness versus John Moxley is going to happen versus Kyle O'Reilly Moxley. I really wanted Kyle O'Reilly Moxley for the championship. The storytelling for the triples women's match kind of made sense. That was fine. I don't care about Swerve and Jack Perry. I don't know why that was a match.
I don't know why it's the main event. A match, sure, whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna care for it regardless. But that was the fucking main event.
Yeah.
Into the go home for All In that I don't even think Jungle Boy's on the card for.
No. He's not. And that's why Swerve won. Because Jungle Boy's not on the card for All In.
He'll probably show up in the gauntlet.
Maybe. He'll be someone that gets beat up.
That's crazy. That
I
even
don't
like
know.
that pissed me off more. The fuck.
But with Raw, we had 5 matches with a face-to-face that things got verbal, and then they got super physical after getting verbal. The Ray Phoenix and Dragon Lee, I agree, was amazing. That suicide dive was absolutely nuts.
That's crazy. That was so crazy.
I love that Ray Phoenix still does the Mexican Muscle Buster. I still think that that's wild. Don't care about Big Cass.
Yeah, I don't care what they're doing with like. I don't care about Big Cass, but like with the Javon Evans thing, and he's involved with that, and he's involved with the Vision or something like that too. He's involved with something else too that's going on. That I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
There's too much going on.
I really like watching Javon Evans wrestle, so I'm not complaining.
I like him, but where everything's leading story wise,
I don't care.
there's not enough for me to be invested yet.
Yeah, I just don't care at the moment. It's like, okay, cool. Big Kaz is being Big Kaz. I do like that Solo has been allowed to do solo things. I'm not sold on his pew pew warning shot stuff. I do like that he keeps dodging all of the bullets that the
Yeah,
Usos
that
keep
is
doing.
so
Yeah.
funny.
That's funny. The only thing I really don't like about Raw this week, because I am going to give my point to Raw. I really am.
3 landslides in a row?
Yeah, it's wild.
That will never happen again.
Yeah, no. Looking at this list with Stephanie Vicaire, Phoenix, Penta, all on the same show. We got a little bit of all that. Then we get LA Knight and Solo, and they did amazing, which is wild for me to say. But I'm not upset with how the main event ended. It ended in a DQ finish. I don't care about Royce Keys and OTM is the name of the tag team from NXT that got called up.
Oh, so wait a minute. Is that is Bronco part of NXT? Because he was in AAA the week before.
Yeah, Brock Nima.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nima and Price are OTM from NXT.
Oh, interesting. So he's just been hanging out in AAA for a bit too.
Just randomly doing AAA stuff.
Because he had a really good match. Well, he had a really good match with Penta on AAA. I very much enjoyed
That's
it.
probably why he's getting the call up and getting more of a nod with Price to work with Keys.
I do like that Royce Keys is getting a group. I think that helps him a lot.
Yep, I do too, and I think with them being heel like the way they are, and
Yep.
like I think it'll work good for them. I think that's a good thing. That's why I said I'm not super upset about the fact that it's a DQ finish. I don't
Yeah.
like having DQ finish as a main event. We've said it before; it's just as good as a freaking promo because it makes the whole match worthless. But
At this point, I'll get what I can take, though, as long as we're getting a match for the main event,
I was
right?
gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say at this point I'll take the match for the main event, and oh no, we get a new faction to a little bit of a mix up and some new faces. As for match of the week, I don't believe it is on Raw or AEW this week. I believe that ROH had match of the week with Death Before Dishonor. They had a match with Leo Rush and Action Andretti. If you haven't watched it yet, Ian, I strongly recommend you go back and watch that match specifically. I know you've definitely seen the clip online, but it was Leo Rush paid full tribute to Sabu.
I did see him wearing that gear in the ACW arena.
Yep, ECW arena in a no holds barred, and they used a whole plethora of fun weapons that were kind of funny, including the broom, and it was really good.
Dustpan.
Yep. The dustpan was really funny. Using glass and then picking up the glass so that no one else had to pick up the glass was also really funny. I enjoyed that. Just it was a really good homage to Sabu and Taz. And that's kind of it for me. So we got a clean sweep for Raw, and the match of the week is ROH. I like that.
So that's 3 weeks in a row. Not only does Raw win, but Raw clean sweeps.
Yeah.
That's insane. I don't even know if AEW's done that. Oh, well, now I look
Yeah,
2
they have.
seconds at the chart. Yeah, they absolutely have.
They absolutely have.
They had 4 weeks in a row one time.
I want to say they had more than that.
Here's a 5 week in a row. Holy
I was
shit.
gonna say there's definitely been like a 5 or 6 weeker for sure.
I'm talking not just wins. I'm talking landslides.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That does bring our score to 21-13. Again, I'm just chomping at the bit to see that 26. Who gets to 26 first or 27, whatever the clinching number would be, because 52 weeks in a
Yep.
year. But Raw has definitely stalled them out a little bit. I mean, it's still now we're 8 weeks, but whatever.
They're clawing. They're trying.
We're trying. It's the luchadors that are fucking carrying them.
Yep.
This weekend is AEW All In, and it will be our next Royale event. Our championship match will be Jared Holmes, our champion, versus the challenger, Joey, trying to get his championship back. If you want your chance to win the Pick the Push championship, then you're going to have to know how the card works, and this is how it goes. First up, we always do match order. You just say what match happens when.
How many do we have?
Right now, there is 9. I'm sure they will add some pre-show matches. We don't give a shit about the pre-show matches, so if they add any more, we'll add where appropriately.
That's still crazy. They have so many matches.
Of course, we do 3 featured matches. We do match prompts for each. The first match we're doing for All In is, of course, the main event, right? Like, that one's a no-brainer. Kenny versus Ospreay.
Yeah.
You got to pick the winner of that. We also have what lands first between a V-Trigger by Kenny Omega or a Stormbreaker by Will Ospreay.
A Stormbreaker, not like
Stormbreaker.
not a Hidden Blade.
I was thinking hidden blade, but he hits a lot of hidden blades, and I figured we'd definitely see a hidden blade before we see a V trigger because he's gonna do like 3 of them, right?
I don't know, but
But he did do a Stormbreaker in his last match, which was almost the move I used, and I'm disappointed I didn't use it last time, which is why I'm using it now. Fair enough?
I mean, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Because yeah, I want the hidden blade, but I like this move to be like signatures more than finishers. And I just know he's gonna hit it. He's probably gonna hit one like in the first 2 minutes. And then he's just
Yeah,
gonna hit Kenny with like 5 of them.
that's how I feel about Kenny and his V trigger, though.
Would you bet a promo on it?
I would bet that Osprey uses the hidden blade more than the V trigger, but I do agree that Kenny also does the V trigger a lot too.
Yeah.
All right, and then to completely ignore Brett's comment about doing the promo, next we have how will this match end, which is kind of a standard in the championship matches. I did not do does a champion retain, just because I felt like these are like face versus face, not really like sure it could be in there, but I don't really expect it anything weird like that. I'd prefer the happens first one. Next, we have the women's world title, Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. This one's just a regular championship match. How will it end? Will the champion retain? I feel like there could be some nefarious things, but ultimately, probably just a pretty regular match.
And that's if Willow makes it to All In.
Right.
There was a
Of
promo
course.
that Monet just broke Willow's hand.
Well, they just showed her hand was hurt. I'm sure she's gonna be fine. Probably just put a cast on it like Christian. She'll be fine.
Yeah, perfect.
And the final featured match we have is the tag team championship match with Cope and Cage versus the Young Bucks. And then with our tag team matches, we always do, of course, the winner, who gets the win, and then who takes the loss. So you get points if you can get either of those.
Are there any fun hardcore matches scheduled for All In?
Kevin Knight versus Darby, Falls Count Anywhere, TNT title. That's gonna be a good one.
Fucking, that's not exciting. Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight?
Kevin Knight, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
Falls Count Anywhere, and it's Darby that's gonna carry it to do the crazy shit.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Falls count anywhere means that those two are just going to be jumping off of tall things.
I do love that.
And Darby's gonna do something that's like, what the fuck are you doing?
At least 3 times.
Yeah, like it's gonna be. I respect and appreciate what he will do, but I'll still be like flabbergasted and probably a little bit like upset that he's doing it at all. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? The last section we have for the Royale is always the event prompts. The first one we have on this card is over under announce tables broken, and it is set at 1.5. So 2 announce tables broken. If you pick the over, you get points.
9 matches, 2 announce tables, probably gonna happen, I think.
It's not a guarantee, but yeah, I would probably pick the
Yeah.
over right now. Plus, they'll probably add some more matches, so who knows? Normally, we do like the actual individual numbers, but for whatever reason, it made sense to do an over under for this one for me. One of the craziest parts of this card is the next question we have is how many title matches, and your answers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 plus, because there's 8 title matches on the 9-match card right now.
You're not gonna do an over/under on that?
Well, then all of them are over under if I do that.
Oh, okay. How many points?
Normally it's 4 or 5 for the event props.
That could be a very critical 4 or 5 points.
Absolutely.
That's the idea.
But that's why that one's a little bit tougher too. Again, the next one, another over under. We just have matches with blood. With there being 9 matches, if more than half of them are blood and you pick the over, there you go. The over is set at 4.5.
All right.
Oh, I like that.
I felt like that was appropriate.
So 5 out of 9 matches.
Yep.
All right.
And I did the numbers. I think I found like 5 matches that could definitely have it. Like even just for this question alone, like Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Moné, probably not. Kenny Omega, Will
Yeah.
Ospreay, almost a guarantee. Cope and Cage versus the Young Bucks, not as much of a
Maybe.
guarantee, but still pretty close.
It's a maybe.
Casino Gauntlet match, probably.
Maybe.
Moxley versus Nigel McGuinness,
Moxley, maybe.
nah, probably
Maybe.
not. Moxley, maybe. I'm still gonna say probably not. Tag team match for the women's world tag titles, no, just not happening.
No.
Kevin Knight versus Darby, Falls Count Anywhere, guarantee.
Maybe.
Maybe that's a guarantee. Darby's getting busted open. I guarantee it.
If he does, it's like straight blading.
Enough to bet a promo on it?
Stop doing that. Next one, Kyle Fletcher versus Takeshita versus Okada. Probably. I could see it. Fletcher would probably take that.
Is it all three of them?
It's just a three-way, triple threat,
It's a three-way.
three-way.
I could see there being a little bit of blood.
It's for the international championship too, so
Yeah.
probably. And then the last match right now is Brodito and Page versus they're just defending the trios championship in a multi-trios match. Probably.
Swerve and the New Day.
Yo, if it's the New Day with Swerve, I was thinking it was Heart Syndicate, but if it's the New Day, bro, it is the New Day, isn't it? It is.
That'd be pretty cool.
It lines up.
I'm 100% convinced right now it is the New Day, isn't it?
I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, all the more reason. 4.5 matches with blood. Probably gonna pick the over. 2 more questions for event prompts. The next one is 1.5 referee bumps for an over under. It's 9 matches. I'm probably gonna go with the under, but I know there'll be at least one. It could absolutely be the over though. And then same exact thing. Over under 1.5 returns or debuts. New Day is almost a guarantee in my mind at this point now.
I hope I'm
That'd be
wrong.
Crazy.
I mean, you know what? I'm happy to go down with the ship if you are wrong with this. Like, I mean, I'm no ill will to even you if like you just fuck up all my points and I fucking do terrible thinking that will happen. I'm fine with it.
It is a nice pipe dream though to have the
Yeah.
New Day come out with fucking Swerve. I'd love
That'd be
it.
sick.
Do you think New Day is gonna come out as heels or as faces?
They'll get cheered either way. But it kind of
I
works
know.
with Swerve too, though, because like he gets cheered, but he's definitely not like a good guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anything, they'll come out as like the heel New Day, but still get cheered as heels.
Yeah, so that's almost a guarantee. Keep that in mind when you're making your picks. But yeah, that's the card. Yep. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Pick the Push. Don't forget the Royale is open for picks for AEW All In this Sunday. The link is in the description. It's free. It only takes 2 minutes, and it's your only shot for your chance to win the Pick the Push championship. And if you made it this far, you're already one of us. So join the link in the Discord and get entry to future Royales earlier than everybody else. We'll see you next week with all the results. Peace.
Pick the push. Call it sharp, call it clean. Pick the push. No half steps, no in between. Pick the push. No luck, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push. Boards light, hearts race, crowd reacts. Every pick swings, no room for slacks. Bluff fails quick, mistakes break fast. Every choice lands, nothing's left a chance. Climb the ranks, feel the surge, hit it hard, no room to purge. Eyes locked, focus tight, every swing counts in the fight. Predicted the twist, caught us all flat. No way you had that. Pick it right, own the night. Pick it wrong, still stand your fight. Every call cracks, every swing crushed. Step in the ring, pick the push. I learned pick the push. Call the plays on the night. Push. Make it land, hold it tight. Push. No slack, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push. When you pick the push. When you pick the push. When you pick the push.
Bye, Craig.
Bye.
I said fucking bye. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Stop being mean to Craig.
He still didn't do it. Craig, get out of here.
He's still here.
Craig,
I
if
typed
he...
it. You saw me